You're listening to the John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, pretty darn good. A classy lady. Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
Ah, yes, she was.
Birthday this today. Oh, man. Woman went through a lot.
She did.
Yeah.
Boy, that, what a life.
Yeah, she had to be married to that Onassis fella.
Onassis, yeah.
Gloria from All in the Family is 73 today. Sally Struthers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Stivic. Yeah, she's got a net worth. She hasn't done anything for years. She's still worth about $8 million.
Really?
Nothing
Good
wrong with
for
that.
her. She was smart with her money.
And Beatrix Potter, Harry's mother.
I don't think so.
Made up. Beatrix Potter. I bring this up because I love these story titles. She's an English author born in 1866. She is the woman who brought us Peter Rabbit.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Also, Mrs. Tiki Winkle.
Oh, nice.
And one of my all-time favorite storybook characters, Squirrel Nutkin.
Oh, wow. Now, this is different than Squirrel Nutkin, but do you remember the cartoon Screwball Squirrel?
Sure, who doesn't?
Oh.
This is seriously worth looking up on YouTube. I'll look and see if I can find it, and I'll share a link.
Well, we know you only view the best, John.
No, Screwball Squirrel is a funny squirrel. It was a very funny cartoon back in the day. So
This was a game changer. This day, 1900, presents to his neighbors and anybody who'd pay attention. Man is named Louis Lassing in Connecticut. Basically invents hamburger
Oh, really?
as we know it. Yup.
Huh.
In 1945, amazing story. Woman's name was Betty Lou Oliver. Survives falling 75 stories in an elevator.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Here's the story. Fog caused a U.S. bomber plane to hit the Empire State Building,
I remember reading about this.
breaking the cables supporting the elevator that Betty was operating.
Now they have emergency brakes on those.
I suppose,
I
but
didn't have those before.
Betty still holds the world's record for, and apparently there was a competition in how far you could fall in an elevator and survive. She became known to her dying day as Elevator Girl.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to be known as.
75 stories.
Yeah, that's a long ways.
Holy cat.
Hey,
Could you imagine?
No.
That would be horrifying.
Oh, and when it broke, the lights went out, too, because everything broke. So you'd be in this dark elevator that's just literally falling 75
Plummeting.
floors. Yeah, that would be bad. Got to rewind for a second here. You were talking about where hamburger was invented. It was not invented in Hamburg, Germany. I wonder why they call
not even
it
close.
hamburger.
I have no idea.
I just always assumed it was from Hamburg.
We'd have to ask Lewis.
Well,
Interesting.
he done messed that one up. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Do you pay too much for insurance? Have you looked around? Or are you too chicken? Don't be afraid to look around to see if you can find a better deal at InsuranceChicken.com. We make it super simple for you to see rates from several different companies, to see what they have to offer, all in one place. Peck out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Hey, yeah, my favorite two little rascals there. Carl, good to see you. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Say, quick question here. Do you mind if I follow you home after the show? My parents, Ranger Mom and Ranger Dad, always told me to follow my dreams.
Oh, wow.
Hey, little Radio Rangers, gather around. We're wrapping up what I think is proven to be one of the finest little episodical, that's a big word, episodical.
I think it's episodical, but that's
Little
cool.
critter adventures we've ever had. Several weeks ago we started with the letter A, talking about animals with A, and worked our way right through the alphabet. And really, it's kind of sad to see that we're at the end here.
Well, we got lost a few times even.
We're on Z. the letter
Z.
I know one right off the top of my
We
head.
know. I bet it's zebra, isn't it,
Yeah.
Carl? Wow, you will go right to the head of the class there, man. Calling you up any minute now. Zebras are native to Africa. I'm sorry, that's Africa. No, Radio Rangers, the zebra looks a heck of a lot like a horse,
It does.
but it has stripes. Some zebras have black and white stripes, while other zebras have white and black stripes. Zebras happen to be herbivores. Say it with me.
Herbivores.
They eat
Which
herb.
means they eat like grass and trees
Nice.
and other stuff that's like grass and trees.
And men named Herb.
And here's where we really dig in and gather a little knowledge here. Zebra is also the French term for brassiere.
Really?
As in, ha, here is zebra. Translation, ha, here is the brassiere.
Oh, that's nice.
Science! Well, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. I sure hope you learned something. I know I did. This is Ranger Dan. Out! Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Some credit cards have really high rates or big annual fees. Usually, people sign up for these when it's all they qualify for. If that sounds like you, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation changes, and you may qualify for a better credit card. Your current card hopes you don't think about it, but our site shows you many options to see if there's a better credit card for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for water cooler talk with Mr. Dan Farris. And we got a pretty good stack of news over there, Dan.
Well, not a pretty good stack. It's just, we very seldom ever talk about the Rona.
Oh, yeah, we've tried to avoid that because everywhere you turn, they're all talking about that.
Now that we're getting closer to the start of school, it's rearing its ugly head because things get pretty confusing. And from business point of view, apparently, one of the staff members over at 18th Amendment on 41st and Grange came down positive with the Rona. And shut the joint down for a while. Shut her down, yeah. Now, as far as the schools go, and this was interesting. I ran into a young lady who attends USF here in town Saturday, and during the conversation, I said, so you're supposed to be starting pretty soon. How are they mapping it out there? And she goes, oh, great question. I just received email the other day with 4 different options.
Oh, wow.
For USF. And she said, frankly, it's just really confusing. We can do it this way, or some of this way with that way. And it's like, but here we go.
So leaving it up to the students then?
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. It did sound pretty confusing.
Huh.
And she said, a bright young lady too, and she said, you know what? For what I pay to go there, I could have just taken online classes for a lot less. So I wonder how much of that kind of fallout you're going to see, especially in secondary education.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids, let's face it, they sign up for that campus experience thing. And if they aren't going to get it, it gets kind of strange. But here, thanks to my buddies at Kello, my best friend Dan Santella, O'Gorman High School has made a decision. Apparently, the older kids going through the O'Gorman system are going to be wearing masks.
Okay.
They're going to open it up, and masks will be in play at O'Gorman.
Okay.
Which is nice. I was not fortunate enough. I did not go to a Catholic school growing up in Minneapolis, although I probably should have. But I think if you're going to invest in the mask or this is going to work, I think every kid at O'Gorman should wear Pope hats.
Pope hats?
I love those hats.
They're cool hats.
Catholics have the best hats
They
in
do.
the business.
But is that going to help anything, or you're just saying just because?
I just think the visual would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Yeah. All right. So, mask, yes. Pope hats, maybe. I'll just write that. I don't know about that.
Possibly.
Cardinals have pretty good hats, too.
You know what we should do?
Bishops,
We should talk about something really quick here, because we were going to do this last week, and then we completely forgot to. The Sunny tattoos that we're bringing back. So we brought back the Sunny tattoo crew, and I just want to throw this in there because
when we say Sunny tattoo, we're talking about the radio station logo.
Yeah, our logo
Yes.
tattooed on your body for real.
Sun with the aviator shades and the little crooked devil may care grin.
And now here's the thing that's interesting. So we mentioned this on the radio just a few times now. We're going to have it's called a promo, but like a commercial running for it here, I believe starting soon. But we already have a giant list of people who want this, guys.
It's pretty cool.
Well, it's a pretty groovy logo, and the cost to the consumer, lucky winner, is nothing. It's free.
So we're trying to decide if we're going to just pick one person or if we're going to maybe pick a few and then do them in groups like we've done that in the past. So we're working out the details on that. But the reason I want to bring it up today is if you'd like to sign up, do it today because we're going to try to tomorrow.
Oh, good idea. Select
our first winner or our first group of winners. But, today's your last chance to sign up for the first group. I think we'll probably have a group. We got to make sure that's okay with the tattooist.
Right.
So if you'd like to know more, sunnyradio.com. If you scroll down towards the bottom of the page, you'll see a giant thing on there that says Sunny Tattoo Crew. If you click on that,
yeah, it's best in the biz too through Alien and Company.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, Steve and the crew there, good folks. Again, sunnyradio.com. Click on the Sunny Tattoo Crew towards the bottom. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
We're here to make it better.
If you find that drug or alcohol problems are hitting you too close to home, you can get help. Maybe it's time for rehab. Your insurance may even cover everything. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. Get help for a drug or alcohol problem within 24 hours.
We're here to make it better.
Get more information at timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Now, there's an event coming up on Thursday. It's called Rise Up for Children, Sioux Falls. You can find the Facebook event on Facebook. Now, I just love how this event came together. It's part of a national event that's going on all over the nation this Thursday. Last week, a young lady was on Facebook saying, why aren't we doing one of these locally? And then all of a sudden, she got involved, and we are doing one of those locally. We got her on the line right now. Mariah, how are you doing?
Doing great, John. How are you?
I am fantastic. And again, our guest today is Mariah Bruns. Mariah, last week you were on Facebook. You kind of made this little comment, and then now it's turned into all of these people helping make this happen. Do you know how many people are even helping with the planning? Because I notice every time I look on there, it seems like there's more people.
I think right now we have over 10 people that are on the team of volunteers to help plan and get things together.
And the event is coming up real soon. It is this Thursday afternoon, so after work, if you get a chance, come and join us. 57th and Louise is where the event will be. It's called Rise Up for Children, Sioux Falls. You can find that event on Facebook. And Mariah, what would you like to tell people about the event, and what would you like to accomplish?
So basically what we're looking to do on Thursday is get whoever is willing to gather together on Thursday and rally to help raise awareness on the child trafficking problem that we have in our nation, that we may even have locally. Just try to get people really turning their eyes on this, because part of the problem behind child trafficking is that it is hush-hush, it's hidden, people don't want to talk about it. Most people are aware by now, the media doesn't cover a lot on it. So what we're trying to do is get everyone just opening their eyes and being informed, wanting to learn more about the problem, because the brighter the lights are on, the easier it will be to prevent child trafficking. Also, it'll be easier to get people that are willing to help with these organizations like Operation Underground Railroad to rescue kids and to be vigilant and looking out for signs and things that can possibly help kids that are being trafficked or that are being enslaved, help them escape.
And the sad thing is, so many of these children who've been abused think they are all alone, because this is the kind of thing that happens in the shadows. It doesn't happen out in broad daylight. Most people have no idea this is happening. It could be happening anywhere. It could be right up the street from you. And so many people listening would absolutely help if they knew there was somebody who needed help. The event this Thursday, Rise Up for Children, Sioux Falls, this is your opportunity to rise up and help, isn't it?
Yes. Thursday, you can come, you can raise your voice, you can help bring awareness, help just get attention on the subject, even just gathering and strengthening each other, supporting each other, and just giving each other some courage to keep moving forward on this topic, I think is really important right now. And also overcoming that fear of looking at the issue, the fear of talking about it, because it is something that, like you said, John, it's in the shadows. So in the shadows can be a dark place to be. It can feel like a dark place. But I think the more we can talk about it and the more awareness we can bring to it, the more light can come out and people can be set free.
So, Mariah, I've gone to the website for Operation Underground Railroad, and this is an amazing organization. But as I'm reading some of the stories of things that have happened to youngsters right here in our own country, and maybe some right here in our area, I realized just how much I didn't know about this. And if you would like to help, this is your opportunity to help and hopefully put an end to this.
Yeah, for sure. I think every single person would have empathy and compassion on a child that is being trafficked or enslaved. And even though it's painful to think about, painful to imagine a child going through this kind of torture and this kind of trauma and being enslaved in modern-day slavery, I think that if we can keep strengthening and empowering each other, we can become strong for them and we can turn around and help them as much as possible.
And the event is coming up this Thursday. It's going to be on the corner of 57th and Louise. Stop after work this Thursday, 6:30 till 8:30 is when this will be happening. A big thank you to Highest Health Chiropractic for letting us be in their parking lot there. And again, anyone is welcome. Anyone that's listening that's going, boy, I'd like to be involved. I wish I knew somebody. You know somebody. You know us. Come out. Join us. It's this Thursday at the corner of 57th and Louise. Mariah, thank you for all that you've done to help put this together.
Yes, thank you, John.
The event is called Rise Up for Children, Sioux Falls. There is a Facebook event set up for it, and we have a link to it on our page as well. This is today's Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. Many people have dabbled in the stock market for their very first time ever this year. If you're new to the market, but you don't want to learn things the hard way and the expensive way, I encourage you to subscribe to this free newsletter. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com. Subscribe for free. If you change your mind, just unsubscribe. Sign up for free right now at marketbeatminute.com. That's marketbeatminute.com. And it's time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because celebrities are fabulous. They're rich and beautiful and sexy as the day is long. Well, what have some of our favorite celebs been doing during this downtime? Because let's face it, Hollywood ain't cranking out.
Right.
What are they
They're
doing,
not very
Dan?
busy.
Really? Well, Tom Hanks and his wife, Rita.
Next. Who else you got? I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Wow. What is going on
No,
with
I'm just
you?
teasing. I'm just teasing. I was
Well,
trying to be
Rita
silly.
Wilson's family, her heritage is apparently come from, the area of Greece, which is
Greek.
Yeah. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are now officially citizens of Greece.
Are they really?
Officially. The paperwork is done.
So they moved to Greece, or they're
ceremony. They hang out there a lot. A lot. And the prime minister of Greece actually snapping a bunch of selfies and stuff because he's like starstruck.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're going to be hanging out there quite a bit. And here's what I think, though, because I dig deeper than your average like scoop reporter.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that a non-extradition country?
Greece has been broke for years.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Tom and Rita got some do-re-mi.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, welcome them aboard.
Right.
And then to throw it in even more, the prime minister said, oh, hey, by the way, all your kids are like officially citizens now, too.
Oh, wow.
Because,
it's like buy one, get 9 free.
Hanks is 64, Rita Wilson is 63. So they got maybe tops 30 years in them.
Yeah.
And so the prime minister want to make sure when the kids inherit
Legacy.
the do-re-mi.
Oh,
They get some of that.
Yeah.
Come on over here.
So basically
Okay.
it's a
No.
financial thing.
That's cool. Did you have others as well? Or
I would like to see Greece someday.
I've got some in the kitchen.
The original Grease 2 was terrible.
Is it really?
I don't know, never been. Like talking about the film, John.
Oh, I see what you see. We're all on different lengths.
No, I mean, a lot
here.
of people love to travel. They do.
Yeah.
I've never been interested, and I just never have. It's not.
I love it.
Never wanted to. Give me a little cabin on a lake somewhere up north, and I'm good.
Yeah, we'll go somewhere someday. I don't know.
I've been to the Bahamas, whatever. The yawn.
The whole Tom Hanks thing, by the way, I just want to make sure I explain why I was saying next. And again, most of it was literally just me being silly, but I've been reading stuff online, and I hope it's all not true. But about
It's
this, we don't know that. We have no idea.
If it's on the internet,
I sure hope it's not. But the Epstein flight logs and all this terrible stuff that people were doing to kids, and I just Anyway, he's associated with that, and again, I really hope it's not true because I've always really liked him. So Yeah, weird stuff. What a weird world we live in these days.
Only if you're paying attention.
Yeah. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in.
Sure.
Appreciate it a bunch. It's the entertainment news segment right here on the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
Complete with Kung Fu grip.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, July 28th, 2020. The equities market got off to a positive start this week despite the negative finish to last week. The S&P 500, while not huge, was able to post a gain for the day and hold it into the close of trading. The action shows traders are optimistic about the coming earnings deluge despite the risks posed by COVID-19. This week is the busiest of the Q2 reporting cycle and includes reports from all of the big tech names. On the economic front, there are a number of events this week for traders to be aware of. Data points of interest include personal income and spending, the first estimate for second quarter GDP, and the latest FOMC decision on interest rates and monetary policy. Regarding GDP, the consensus is calling for the single largest contraction in U.S. GDP ever recorded. The risk for the market is the figure will be better than expected and add fuel to what is already a historic market melt-up. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.